Look at the corner of your room right now. That small white plastic camera you bought to keep your family safe. The one you use to check on your baby or to make sure your house is secure while you're at work. It has a tiny green light. It looks innocent. It looks like a silent guardian. But what if that green light wasn't for you? What if, while you were changing your clothes or having a private conversation with your partner, someone 3,000 miles away is leaning into their monitor, adjusting the zoom, and taking screenshots? They aren't just watching a video, they are watching you. They know what time you go to bed. They know the layout of your house better than your own neighbors. And the most terrifying part, you invited them in. You paid for the privilege of being spied on. Welcome to the dark reality of the Internet of Things. We are living in a golden age of voyeurism, where your own smart home is acting as a Trojan horse for the world's most depraved hackers. This isn't a theory, it's a multi-million-dollar industry on the dark web. Today, we are going to expose the invisible intruders living inside your walls, and I'm going to show you exactly how easy it was for them to bypass your front door. To understand the scale of this problem, you have to understand how hackers find you. They don't guess your IP address. They don't hack your Wi-Fi password. They use a tool that is perfectly legal and terrifyingly powerful: Shodan. Imagine a search engine that doesn't look for websites, but for things. Shodan spends 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, crawling the entire globe, pinging every single device connected to the internet. It finds industrial power grids, hospital heart monitors, and millions of unencrypted home security cameras. When a hacker types a specific command into Shodan, they get a list of thousands of devices with open ports. But here is where the human element fails. Most people plug in a smart camera and leave it on the factory settings. The username is admin. The password is admin, or 1234. Hackers use automated scripts, bots, that take that list from Shodan and try those default passwords on every single one. It's a digital brute force attack that requires zero skill. If you never changed your camera's default password, you aren't just at risk. You are currently broadcasting your life to the entire internet. If you think I'm exaggerating, I want you to look at a site called unsecured. This is one of the most disturbing places on the clear web. It is a massive directory of thousands of hacked cameras from all over the world. You can click on a country, click on a city, and suddenly you are looking inside a bakery in Paris, a gym in New York, or a child's bedroom in Tokyo. The people on these screens are living their lives. They are drinking coffee, arguing with their kids, or sleeping. They have absolutely no idea that they are the stars of a global, non-stop reality show for voyeurs and criminals. Cybercriminals use these feeds for more than just watching. They use them for physical reconnaissance. They watch to see when you leave for work. They look at the brands of electronics you have in your living room. They wait for the perfect moment when the house is empty to send a local associate to commit a physical robbery. Your security camera just became the burglar's best friend. But for some hackers, watching isn't enough. They want a reaction. There are thousands of documented cases of camera hijacking, where the intruder uses the two-way talk feature to terrorize the victims. Imagine being 8 years old, playing in your room, and a strange, distorted voice starts talking to you from the wall, claiming to be Santa Claus or a monster. This leads to a deadly practice known as swatting. A hacker takes over your camera, watches you, and then calls your local police department. They use caller ID spoofing to make the call look like it's coming from inside your house. They tell the police they have killed someone and are holding hostages. While you are sitting on your couch watching Netflix, a SWAT team is outside, ready to breach your door with flashbangs and rifles. The hacker watches the entire chaotic, life-threatening event through your own camera lens, recording it for clout in underground forums. Your home has become a stage for a snuff film, and you are the lead actor. To understand why this is a global threat, we have to look back at 2016 and the Mirai botnet. Most people think a hacked camera is only a threat to the owner. Mirai proved otherwise. A group of hackers created a virus that specifically targeted dumb IoT devices, cameras, routers, even smart fridges. It infected hundreds of thousands of devices worldwide, turning them into a zombie army. On October 21, 2016, this army of cameras launched a massive DDoS attack against Dyn, one of the world's largest DNS providers. The result? Half of the internet in the US and Europe went down. Twitter, Netflix, Reddit, and CNN were wiped off the map for hours. All of that power came from unsecure cameras in people's homes. Your device isn't just a window into your life. It's a weapon that can be used to take down the global infrastructure. And the scariest part? The code for Mirai was leaked online. New, more powerful versions are being built every single day, waiting for your next unsecured device to join the ranks. So, how do you stop the invisible observer? How do you regain your privacy in a world that wants to record everything? It starts with a simple rule. If it's smart, it's vulnerable. First, change your default passwords immediately, not just for your camera, but for your router. Second, enable multi-factor authentication. If someone tries to log into your camera from a new device, you need to get a text message first. Third, check for firmware updates. Most IoT companies are terrible at security, but when they do release a patch, you need to install it instantly. And finally, the ultimate low-tech solution. If you have a camera inside your house and you aren't using it, cover the lens. A hacker can beat your encryption, but they can't beat a piece of black tape. The next time you walk into your living room and see that little green light, don't just assume it's on. Ask yourself, who else is watching? The digital door to your house is open. It's time you learned how to lock it. We track the most dangerous vulnerabilities in the world to keep you off the NCCam list. If you want to stay ahead of the next breach, hit the subscribe button and join the NullTrace network. Stay paranoid, stay secure, and I will see you in the next breach.